Hey y'all, it's me again, Kia, and I just wanted to talk to you guys today about a woman's worth. I want all of my women, all of my queens, to really take a sit down and look in the mirror and think about the things that you are able to accomplish as just yourself. I want you to look into the mirror and look deep within and see all of the things that you have been blessed with naturally, and really count that into what it's worth. When I say a woman's worth, I don't mean what you are worth to somebody else. I want you to really determine what you're worth to yourself. Okay? So when you look in the mirror and you look at yourself and you find all of the reasons why you can't do something, or you shouldn't do something, or you're not allowed to do something because of whatever the circumstances, I want you to tell yourself just as many things that you told yourself as to why you can't, shouldn't, or aren't allowed to do something. I want you to tell yourself all of the positive reasons why you can, should, and are allowed to do something. The worth of a woman is measured way more than, cows, goats, sheep, and some gold. As I've always said, that a woman gives birth to the nations. So there is no way that you can put a price on somebody who mothers the world. Literally. In any species, you need the mother, and with the mother come the fathers and the sons and the kings and queens and princes and princesses. Without the mother, then those cease to exist. So your worth is immeasurable, essentially. Okay? When you look at yourself and you look in the mirror and you contemplate whether or not you're good enough for anything, you have to understand that when you were in utero and you were given the chromosomes that identified you as a female, you are now worth way more than gold, rubies, black diamonds, way more than anything that anybody could mentally fathom. I don't see how any woman, girl, can ever feel inferior to anyone. I don't feel that we as women do enough to build each other up, to tell each other that we are beautiful. Sorry, the lights went out at work. To tell each other that we are smart, that we're worthy, to hold our sisters up in the time of need. Because a lot of times I feel like we feel we're in competition, and that shouldn't be the case. We all are great at something, and we're all going to be outstanding at whatever we put our minds to. But it's up to us to really, support one another, because everybody gets weak. Everybody gets tired. And we need our sisters to stand by us and build us up, and mentally, emotionally, verbally. We need it. We may not need it all the time. We may not need it right now, but eventually we're going to need it. And if we have the true support of our sisters, then that's only going to make us stronger. If you speak life into your daughters, then they will become those successful women that we want them to be. You can't just tell them to go to school, study, and they'll be successful. You have to speak life into them. You have to give them a plan, give them a way to do something. Let them know that they are worthy of more. Whatever they think they're worthy of, they're worth more than that. Because as I said before, it's something that can't be measured. It's something that can't be thought of, how much a woman is worth. But we have to start when that woman is a child, because you lay that foundation to understand that she is worth something anything more than she can think of. That way she doesn't diminish herself down to a monetary worth or clothing, jewelry, cars, houses, how many children. She understands that her worth surpasses that. But you have to teach her that as a child. You lay that foundation so as she gets older, nobody can take that down. Okay? So if you build that foundation of worth, as she gets older, that foundation will always be there. And there may be somebody who will come along and attempt to, strip her of that ideal. But if you lay it and you make it very important that she understands it, then nobody can come and take it away from her. That will always be in the forefront or the subliminal part of her mind, period. So I say this to you, my sisters, my queens, my women, my mothers, my daughters, sisters, grandmothers, aunties, nieces. I challenge you to find a sister nearby. Support them, find out what their goals are. Check in on them once a week and ask them, how do you need me? Where do you need me? Or just send them a positive, note, email, text message. Tell them that you love them and tell them that they are worthy.